Hi, I'm Andy Goldberg, working with good businesses who are looking to grow and who are prepared to do whatever it takes to get their business to the next level. Today we're going to talk about objection handling in a sales situation. Now, I'm sure all of you who have ever had to sit down with a customer and try and sell them has gotten objections at the end of the sale. You thought everything was going great, the customer was nodding, you know that they need your product or service, you know that you're the best and you may even be the best priced, and at the end, the customer gives you an objection. Let me think about it, let me talk to somebody else, they'll say things like it's too expensive, or they'll give you some sort of stall or objection. Now that doesn't mean that they don't want to buy. Most sales are made after objections have already been given by the customer. So you should expect objections and be ready to handle them. Now there are a number of different ways to handle objections. Here's mine. It's very, very simple. The first thing we always want to do when a customer gives us a sales objection is agree with them. Because what the customer's worried about is when they give you the objection that you're going to jump all over them and sell harder or put more pressure on them or get defensive. So I want to let the guard down and say, you know what? I agree with you. So if they say it's too expensive, I say, you're right. It is a lot of money. Or if they say, I want to think about it, I'll say, you know, it is a big decision. You do need to think about it. Or whatever the objection is, I just always agree with it so that we can let the guard and let the defenses down. And then I ask them, other than that objection, I don't call it an objection to the customer, but I say, other than that reason you gave me, are there any other reasons you wouldn't go ahead with the purchase? And they're either going to say yes or no. And if they say yes, I'll say, well, what are those other reasons as well? And then they'll give me other reasons, and then I'll ask them again. Besides those 3 or 4 things you gave me, are there any other reasons why you wouldn't go ahead? You see, I want to get all the objections out before I start to address them. So when they say, no, there's no other reasons, it's just those 3, then I would say, great. So if we were able to address these 3 to your satisfaction, then would you be willing to go ahead? And they've either got to say yes or no. So if they say, well, yeah, if you could handle those 3 things, then I'd be happy to go ahead. And then I would say, great. Let's invest some time to look at each of these items in order and address them so that we can go ahead and get the sale. If they say, well, no, if you address these 3 things, I'm still not really wanting to go ahead right now, then I would say, well, then there must be some other reason. What is it? You see, there's a reason your customer is objecting, and it's not always all of the objections they give you. There might be something hidden underneath that they've still not told you. So that's what I want to get to, is the real reason that they've decided not to make a purchase. If, when they give me that first objection and I say, are there any other reasons why you wouldn't want to go ahead today? And they say, no, no other reasons. And I say, well, if we were able to handle this objection, you'd be willing to go ahead today? And they say yes. And I say, great, let's invest some time in addressing that concern that you have. And we talk about that, and hopefully we can handle the objection and make a sale today. But whatever you do, make sure you have a process and a little bit of a script, and you're prepared for when those objections are going to come, because they are going to come. Good luck. I look forward to hearing of your success.